Hello, I am MM. I am the founder and owner of group virtuegroup, IRA in brackets. S in IDA, standing for International Development Agency. It is a registered legal trade name and we can cooperate officially. Important note, this presentation was prepared before the election of Trump in the USA. We present it to keep the sequence of events. Now, the root of all evil happening in countries around the world, out of all its definitions, is the cult of Satanism, that 1. Worships Satan as a dark, supernatural force, and 2. That worships Satan as a materialistic system of belief based on freedom that has Satan as the central figure. Evidence is the article of Joseph P. Lay Cook, published online in 2023 and in print publication in 2024 for the first definition, and online Oxford Languages for the second definition. To make things clear first, not all communities in Satanism fall into the two definitions just mentioned. This means the evil in countries around the world does not come from all groups of Satanism, seemingly. There are groups of Satanists that do not worship Satan as an entity, and they do not practice Satanism as in the two definitions mentioned above. For these groups, Satanism is the name of the group contributing to the community and currently to the world too. For example, there are people in this community that fight the evil in countries the best way they can, with considerable contribution. For example, they gave millions of euros, dollars to promote Trump as the president of the USA and show that other candidates apply the destructive agenda after our group virtuegroup gave the solution to what the USA should do about their presidential elections and their situation, provided we still monitor it, and generally in the international situation. This we have suggested and promoted to correct the situation in the USA, and as a consequence to correct evil in other countries too. I emphasize we still monitor the situation and people. Another example would be that there were of the contribution of Satans who do not worship Satan as an entity, would be that there were Satanists of this community amongst those who tried to put a stop to Satanism as defined in the two definitions above, who create, promote, and apply the destructive agenda. The Satanists, not believing in Satan as an entity, some of them that is, also helped in revealing the scam of replacing the true legal leader of Cyprus, Greece, that would be us, who create and apply the positive agenda, locally and internationally, cooperating with others too, and they replaced us with positioned people following and applying the destructive agenda. Our contribution is changing things in Cyprus and Greece and in other countries because of our impact. Thus, we are kindly asking this community of Satanists not believing in Satan as an entity and who contribute to the local community and the world to support us in our efforts, investigate what is happening in their cult and by whom, and cooperate with us to balance the system internationally. They could have chosen another name for their group since they do good in their community and the world. We cannot associate the good we do with Satan and Satanism. It is better to change their name to avoid misunderstandings. Evidence about Satanists who do not worship Satan as an entity would be international literature, for example, articles. Now, let's talk about Satanism, worshipping Satan and applying Satan's agenda. Specifically speaking, from evidence that is also documentary and valid findings of research and development based on facts, let's note that Satanism, which is the cause of evil, has the following traits before the election of Trump. 1. It is a religion of global government dominance of the USA. The belief in an evil entity that hates humans, as per the tradition of orthodoxy, Christian orthodoxy, wants to destroy them, and for those who ask things from Satan, for example through rituals, Satan might give them those things, but then he harms those who ask him to do things for them. 2. It is an expression of distraction, anarchy and chaos, rebellion against the authority of positive agenda. 4. Satanists in this community were supposed to be a secret society, but now they stated out in the open. It is stated also by the USA public figures. By USA public figures, not all of them. 5. When some politicians of the West countries and others applying the globalism of the USA visit the USA using the positions, access, influence and money of their country supposedly to discuss issues of their country, they go there to plead their loyalty and allegiance to Satan and all participate also in satanic rituals in which it is said that children are also used in not a good way. 6. There are different cults of Satanists, but the cult of Satanism of the global dominance, governance of the USA before Trump targets children to use them in rituals, to drag them up, beat them up badly, violently sexually harass them, to bring them into a state of complete horror, and then they kill them and drink the blood. And this is happening for years, for example, by a well-known queen in some country and her mentally unstable, full of promiscuity son. 7. The USA that part of the USA who use this Satanist cult, who owe and or handle trillions, they use this money to persuade politicians, especially those who have things to hide, For example, they are pedophiles and or worship completely money and power. Note, money is the root of all evil for those who can handle it. And they persuade these politicians to do what the globalist USA government dominance ask them to do, that is, to apply their destructive, woke, war, totally failed, flat economy agenda and convert to Satanism. Note, dollar value dropped some time ago down to 97% no value. This confirms our findings about the diminishing value of dollar, and in a while we are reaching the total diminishing of value of money internationally. That goes for those who have money and for those who don't. Money is going to completely be diminished in value unless you cooperate with us, and we have suggested an economic system cooperating with other economists and leaders and citizens to do the best we can under the situation. 8. The agenda of the globalist USA government and Satanism, the destructive agenda of the globalist USA government and Satanism, is followed by leaders and their support in West countries and other countries. For example, reports of international authorities, UN, records of work of group, of virtuegroup, politicians in the USA, and other. And these people that some of them are blackmailed by Satanists and globalists, is generally known also locally, and it was said during a podcast by the daughter of one of the ex-presidents of Cyprus. That is, they have something to hide. That's why they can blackmail them and achieve the destructive agenda being applied in our country and other countries. Now, that Trump was elected has kind of paused the horrible menace of these leaders against the world, but it does not mean they have stopped it. And definitely, it does not mean they can escape their fate for being sent to the courts of law, be sentenced to life prison multiple times, and be sent to high security prisons in Russia or Arab world. More to be said in other presentations. So, please acknowledge our unique traits and contribution to the world. Many bad things were supposed to happen, and we changed the dynamics. So please watch our activity. Keep liking, keep commenting, sharing, acting upon the objective information. Recommend us and get your country to sign cooperation with my group virtuegroup. The contact details are on the caption of the video. Keep safe and well. Thank you for watching. Bye.